appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Thank you for being here. All right, I want to check the energy and make sure everything's good. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta find a lighter. I should be ready, huh? But I'm not. Here, I found it. It's right here. I'm in my pajamas. I got to go to bed because I got to get up early and take somebody to a psychiatric appointment in the morning. I feel like I need one my fucking self. Alright, let's check the energy. Holy Spirit, can you lead, guide, and direct this reading? Can you move me out of the way and use whatever gifts you've given me to bring forth a message for whoever might be watching? I already know we got some family drama going on. And I don't know, someone here is either in a situation right now or has been in the past. I feel like it might have been in the past, but they lived in a family that if you didn't get your shower quick, you had a cold one because you would run out of hot water. I don't know if you had a big family or if you live in a country where they cut the water off at certain times of day. Because I went to Jamaica one time. There's no negativity whatsoever. And that's usually how it is at my house because I try to keep it pretty positive. I had a bone marrow biopsy yesterday, and they think that it is an autoimmune disease that I have that's mimicking bone marrow cancer. So they don't think it's actually bone marrow cancer. They think it's an autoimmune disease because they told me I have lupus. But lupus is real hard to diagnose. And stuff like this has to happen to actually get a diagnosis. So that might be what is actually happening. And that's not a great thing either, but it's better than having cancer, right? And possibly dying. All right, because I think I can live with it as long as it doesn't do anything else. It's just producing. Hi, Emiliano. I love that name. How are you, baby? And Manish, how are you? I think I've seen you guys here before. Smoke it up. I've seen you before. I just want to see how I feel freaking nuts today. I don't know. Is anybody else feeling like that? It could be something going on in the energy because we are having a huge shift in the energies right now. Huge. All right, Spirit, show me what we got. I don't hear any crackles. I think I'm okay. Maybe it's just part of the reading. I will tell you that my friend that makes candles is actually in the process right now of making me a black candle. And it's because there's a lady on my job since I've been sick. For some reason, she's decided she has it out for me. So I'm praying for her that she will change because I haven't done anything to deserve her behavior towards me. But if it doesn't, then I'm asking the universe to remove her from my energy because I'm tired of her negative shit. Okay, so the songs that I got were Fam Jam 4000, I think. Let's see how that goes. Because the songs, if you're new here, shape the reading, okay? Hey, Mohad, Murda, MOHD, Malaysia. Yeah. Hello from Malaysia. I love that. Oh, Emiliana, you're so sweet. Hey, Rhonda, what's up? You're going to be my mod tonight? If I need one, can you please help me? You can pop in at the end if you want. Emiliano, you can probably help if you want. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate that. I probably did. I told a 17-year-old today that if a boy at school didn't leave her alone, to kick him in the balls. But yeah. Hey, Cass. Children Rain Services. Oh my God, I gotta get my candles. I got a candle for y'all. Hold on. Check this out, y'all. Check this out. I found some of my favorite candles. This is a St. Jude candle. Do you know what St. Jude candles are used for? Hopeless situations. So if you have a hopeless situation, I'm lighting a St. Jude candle on your behalf. And I'm going to say that prayer every day for the next 7 days. If you don't know who St. Jude is, he was the brother of Jesus, but he was brother through Jesus because of Joseph. And you know, Joseph wasn't Jesus's father, God was. But we're getting ready to light this candle, and we're getting ready to throw down with some cards and see what is going on. And then I also have this candle. I have a black candle in the refrigerator at my friend's house that's going to be lit. And she has made the most beautiful love spell candles. Wait till you see this. I'm going to show you. Hold up. She sent me a picture of it. And she's making me, she's making it with mica powder. My black candle. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be powerful. But I'm coming up against some really negative energy at work. And it's not right. And then the government goes on this, what do you call it, gridlock. And they decide to shut down the government, which means we have no budget. And our program has been shut down until June of 2026. And they're claiming that none of us are going to get laid off. And we can't because it's a DOJ settlement. And we have to be there whether we have anything to do or not. But we can't do anything for anybody without the money. So I guess we'll be sitting at home like the rest of these lazy ass fucks. Is all I can figure. I'm going to show you this beautiful candle she's made. Check this out. Can y'all see that? It's got hearts around the top. These are intention candles. That's the top of the candle. And you will be able to purchase these. She's making them so we can sell them for her to make money. And I want you to know that that video that I had a couple weeks ago, I hit my minimum, so I will get a payout this month, and I can send Kailash some money. He's not here, but hey, Tree, what's up, girl? You want to help me with moderating tonight, you and Rhonda? Hey, Blobby Black. That's a cool name. I love that. Use my face as a seat cushion. What? What kind of nonsense are you talking? I've been celibate for 14 years. I'm saving it for somebody that deserves it. Okay, so here is the St. Jude prayer. Okay. Let me see if this is it. Gracious Apostle St. Jude, faithful servant and friend of Jesus, pray for me as I am desperate at this time of grace need. Help me promptly and visibly. I promise, St. Jude, to always remember this favor and to never stop honoring you as my most powerful protector. And this was at the Dollar General where I live in a one stoplight town, and this is exactly what I needed, and it was there when I got there. So we're going to put this over here for anyone who has a hopeless situation, and we're going to trust that Spirit is going to handle that situation. And then we're just going to have this one for just general peace, love, and light, grace, protection, and also because it lets me know when the candle goes out that something's not right, and I don't read if there's no candle. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start out with the song. No, Spirit said we're not. We're going to start out with a prayer. Give me a prayer, Spirit. What prayer you got for this reading? The name of this reading is Drama, Family Drama or Dream. And I don't know where the or dream part came from, because I was just starting out with the drama. I was just going to say family drama. But then Spirit said or dream. So somehow it could flip. Because the candle, right? Ha ha! Spirit, you're something else. Y'all should see this thing. Okay, let's see what it says. Dear God, thank you for the gift of life, of faith, and of my calling. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you and others. Dear Father, thank you for making me your beloved child, now and forever. Amen. So you have a calling on your life. Some of you are already living that calling. For real, for real. And you know it. Some of you are needing to get into the calling. Some of you are trying to get into the calling, like I am. I'm trying my damnedest on YouTube. I think YouTube is probably one of the hardest places to be successful unless you spend a lot of money. And these readers can tell you whatever the hell they want to tell you about not spending money to get subs. I have not spent money to get subs. My subs are all here because you are led here. If you're here, it's because Spirit led you here. And there's a message for you. The whole message may not be for you, but you will get something. And it'll be something that you need right now. Okay? So don't come here expecting the whole message to fit your life, because I'm trying at this point, I have for some reason exploded to where I'm having 1,000 or more people, sometimes almost 2,000 people watch every one of my lives. And if you don't know how much that means to me, ask Rhonda and Tree how much that means to me, because they've been with me since I was at the beginning, and I had like sometimes 3 people watching 6 years ago that I've been trying to get this channel up and going. So if you're here and you've subscribed to my channel, God bless you in amazing and miraculous ways. And I don't know who's going through it, or maybe this is what you went through when you were younger, and now you're trying not to follow in those same patterns, because we do develop patterns as we grow up. We learn coping mechanisms in life, and sometimes they come out in our own families, right? All right, let me tell Kurt to stop texting me, because he doesn't realize I'm live. Kurt's a friend of mine, very special guy. He's been a friend of mine since we were in high school, and he checks on me every day. Hey, sweetheart, I'm live on YouTube, okay? So I can't text right now, but thank you. Okay. All right. Fam Jam 4000. Some of y'all remember when we got Fam Jam back in the day, because we used to get this song back when I stayed over at Miss Mary's house. Some of y'all don't know all about that, but it's okay. One day I might tell you about it. I've been through a lot. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Tree's like, I already know. She is the true deal, and if you are real with her, you are her friend and support always. That's right. Absolutely. Thank you so much, baby. Thank you. You girls, y'all are my girls. I got all my girls here. Hey, Charlene. How you doing, baby? I love the way your name is spelled. Okay, a list will be started soon. That's right. Of course, Andrew. Let me see who's. Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. She said she's genuine and gives a piece of her heart every time. That is so sweet. Oh my goodness, you guys are going to make me cry. Massachusetts in the house. Of course, you can pay a little tithe, but you don't have to. If you'd like to, you're welcome to, baby. Any way you want to. I have it in the description box. You can send a Cash App or whatever you want to do. But you can do right through YouTube if that's the way you're comfortable sending it, okay? I don't turn it down, but I don't ask for money either, okay? All right, we're going to do Fam Jam. Fam Jam 4000, I think. There it is. Yep. Yep. All right, check this song out. This is kind of a wild song. If you grew up this way, I'm sorry. You watched me grow up from a boy. I watched you build from what's destroyed. Rehabbing houses, but held grudges when my mom's house wasn't yours. She had to build something of her own. We disagree on right and wrong. Been on and off communicating since the day I left from home. And as we get older, it's hard to reach understanding. I left with no plan B. Oh no. Yeah, I could be all around the world, but without family, it don't mean anything. Can we bring the love back? I know that you've been waiting so long for it to come home again. Can we bring the love back? I know that you've been waiting too long. You've always been home to me, always home. I miss you dancing with a drink in your hand. You got drunk and never called me again. But you've seen sides that nobody else knows. I need you around to see my kids grow old. Patience, these curses on generations. Let's fall back in love and break them. Nothing past a conversation. There's always space for you. 'Cause as we get older, it's hard to reach understanding. See life with no plan B. Oh, whoa. Yeah, I could be all around the world, but without family, it don't mean anything. Can we bring the love back? I know that you've been waiting so long for it to come home again. Can we bring the love back? I know that it's been way too long. You've always been home to me, always home, always home, always home. So I'm going to tell you what it sounds like to me. It sounds like to me that somebody had like a brother or a sister and they had a drug problem and they were constantly causing drama. And now that you're older, you wanted to try to repair that relationship. It could have been a parent and a child. It didn't have to be a sibling. But in this case, it kind of sounds like it was a sibling. And this person was constantly going in and out of rehab. And he's saying, like, my mom had to build something on her own. We disagree on right and wrong, been off and on. It could be that it was his mom. Like, it could have been his mom. She was constantly in and out of rehab, and they got grudges against her. For some reason, you have a grudge against maybe your mom. And I know I was talking to my friend Denny. Some of y'all know who Denny is. We were talking on the phone a while ago, and I was telling him that since I fell and hurt myself, and they started testing me for cancer, my mom has not missed a single appointment. And I had kind of gotten to the point with my mom where because I used to have a drug problem. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I got clean in 2011 and I was in jail again. And I thought, oh my God, here we go again. Rehab again. And yeah, the judge told me, he said, you can either do 7 years in prison or 3 years. Why did I say seven? Somebody did seven. He said, you can either do 3 years in prison or you can go to rehab. And then I said, I'll go to rehab. And he gave me an attorney who was um, campaigning to be a judge. And he actually won, and I helped him win the election because he used me as an example on his Facebook page because he told everybody that he sent me to rehab. And when I got out, I went back to school and got my master's degree. And now I work in mental health, helping other people who have drug problems. So I try to reach back into that darkness and grab the ones who are ready to come out. So somehow you have someone in your life, it sounds like, who has been in and out of treatment, and you guys need to make amends. That person could be you, just like it's me, or it could be anybody in your life. But then the other song that came on, it makes me think they're not ready. I think they might have stopped using drugs, but they still drink and maybe drink a little too much, because I'm gonna tell you what came out next. If I can figure out how to use this iPhone. Okay. Whiskey and You, Aaron Lewis. And somebody else sang this song. Chris Stapleton sings it. Oh, I love Chris Stapleton. I think he's actually the one who originally. I think there was somebody else who originally sang it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Aaron Lewis is my all-time favorite singer ever. I love Stained. They were one of my favorite bands ever. Not that you care, but I'm just telling you. All right, Whiskey and You. And it goes like this. I'm going to do the Aaron Lewis version, okay? Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you guys. Okay. I got Tree 1991 and I got Creatrix. Those are my mods. And Creatrix took her wrench off because she's sneaky that way. She's got more than one account. Sometimes she doesn't want to do mod. But, baby, I'm sorry. I call you Tree when you're up here. But you know I know your name. She's going to do mod for me, it looks like. So you guys just stick it out with me, and you can get an answer to your question at the end of the reading, okay? And it won't be that long. I'm taking up a lot more time because this is part of the reading. All of this is part of the reading, okay? I'm not just standing here talking. I'm channeling. Spirits coming through me and saying things to certain people. But the next song is this. It goes like this. Whiskey and You. There's a bottle on the dresser by your ring, and it's empty. So right now, I don't feel a thing. But I'll be hurting when I wake up on the floor. But I'll be over it by noon. That's the difference between whiskey and you. Come tomorrow, I can walk in any store. It ain't a problem. They'll always sell me more. But your forgiveness, see what I'm saying? How these songs mesh together? Spirit ain't no joke, y'all. Spirit chose these songs. I didn't choose them. But your forgiveness, well, that's something I can't buy. There ain't a thing that I can do. That's the difference between whiskey and you. One's a devil and one keeps driving me insane. At times I wonder if they ain't both the same. And one's a liar that helps to hide me from my pain. And one's a long gone bitter truth. That's the difference between whiskey and you. I've got a problem, but it ain't like what you think. I drink because I'm lonesome, and I'm lonesome because I drink. But if I don't break down and bring it on myself, I'll hit it. It'll hit out of the blue. That's the difference between whiskey and you. One's a devil and one keeps driving me insane. At times I wonder if they ain't both the same. And one's a liar that helps to hide me from my pain. And one's a long gone bitter truth. That's the difference between whiskey and you. Oh, that's the difference between whiskey and you. And that guy could have actually been singing about his parents having problems and his parents separating because this person's dad or mom couldn't stay out of rehab. But I want to tell you that somehow a cold shower factors in, because when I took a shower a while ago, it was cold as hell. And Cosmo always takes a shower with me. He sits in there. If you don't know who Cosmo is, he's my Kaik parrot. And I usually let him come in and be part of the show, and I will at the end, but he can be a pain in the ass. But yeah, I don't know why you had to take a cold shower, but for some reason, cold showers factor in. And you may just live in a country where they turn the water off. Because when I went to Jamaica that time, I was in the shower, I had soap all over me, and then no water. I'm like, what the hell? And they said, yeah, you didn't know they turn the water off every day at such and such time. And I was like, Jesus Christ, why didn't somebody tell me? Now I got to figure out how to get this soap off of me. What's up, baby? This is my dog, Otto. What's up, baby? What's up? You need to go outside? Do you need to go outside and go potty? You just want to play? You just want to play? Come here, you want to say hey to everybody? Come here. Come on. Come on, you want to say hey? Otto's been with me since day one, and he was 2 years old when I started YouTube. So he's 8 years old now. Come here, boy. Oh, he ran under the bed. He just wanted to come say hey, that's all. He knows that he's got friends here that have been here since the beginning of our show. All right, Spirit, what do you want to do tonight? Because we got something going on with the family. You have a calling on your life. You had to take a cold shower for some reason. You know, sometimes people have to take cold showers because they get so hot. The only way they can cool down is to take a cold shower. You ever heard that? I've heard that. I've never had that happen to me, though. But I guess it does because they say people do it. All right, let's see what we're going to do tonight. Spirit, the first thing I want to deal with is this lady at work. How can I deal with this lady at work? Show me. Hold on. Spirit's going to show me something amazing, y'all. Hold the phone and shut the front door. All right. Spirit, what is true about me when it comes to work? Regardless of what this woman that's so mean to me thinks, what's true about me? You are needed. Just as there are many parts to our body, so it is with Christ's body. We are all parts of it, and it takes every one of us to make it complete. For we each have different work to do, so we belong to each other, and each needs all the others. Romans 12:5. God, you have ways for each of us to contribute and make a difference. See, I have a calling. And so does she. But she just got a big head because she's got a big title. You've given us the gifts, strength, and skills we need to serve. So show us how to use what you've entrusted to us to be who you've created us to be and to do what you've asked us to do. Thank you for including us in your purpose and plans. Amen. As I type these words, I'm wearing a green rubber bracelet engraved with 4 words, Gitson Girl, and Choose Joy. And I want you to remember now, they told me that I had bone marrow cancer. And this bitch wrote me up because my notes were in late. But she put in there all kinds of other stuff that wasn't true. And then made it like it was true. So she lied. And I called her out on it in front of the director because her boss is our director. And I called her out on all of her lies because there's one thing I can't stand in this world, and that's a liar. If you can't be honest, you can't, me and you can't be friends. And that's just facts. Gitson girl, choose joy. Gitson girl, whose real name is Sarah Frankel, went home to Jesus a few years ago after being homebound with illness, even though she was only in her 30s. And yet, from within her home's walls, she found a way to touch thousands of lives through her words. Oh, Spirit. As she got ready to head home to Jesus, stories from all over the internet poured out, and our eyes widened as we realized how impactful Sarah's life had been, even more than we knew before. Knowing Sarah changed me and my definition of limitations because she turned hers into opportunities. Sarah could have said, I can't even leave my house. I'm not needed. Instead, she shifted her focus to others and simply asked, who can I serve and encourage today? Sarah's role in the body of Christ looked different than many others, and yet she beautifully and joyfully chose to fulfill it. We can all do the same. You are irreplaceable. What other parts of the body of Christ are doing isn't better, just different. You have something to offer that no one else can, and that's you. You were made for a God-sized dream. That's what it says. You were made for a God-sized dream. And I asked, how is it that I'm essential when it comes to my job? This lady hates me because I'm needed. All right. So, I want you to understand something. I don't wish ill on her. I don't do black magic. What I do is I pray for her to change. But if she's not willing to change, then I ask Spirit to move her negativity as far away from me as he can get it. Because I don't put it out to people, and I don't expect to take it back from them either. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have to put up with that. And so I just ask Spirit to help me to get it away from me. All right, Spirit, let's start the reading. Let's get going. What is it that's going on here? This is circumstantial. I feel that very strongly. Wow, I rarely ever get this card. Okay. So what we have here is obedience, doing what you're told by those in authority. This woman's in authority over me, but having compassion, love, and gentleness, and also stewardship, which is about money and being responsible with money. Somebody has no integrity. And their service is in reverse. So if either you're not doing your service, what you're being called to do, remember you have a calling on your life, or you're trying to get involved in that and you just haven't quite gotten there yet. But somebody in our lives lacks integrity. You may have, okay, I'm going to say this. Every job I've ever had, there's been one of these people. There's one in every fucking crowd. Everywhere I've ever worked, there's a person like this. They're not running me off anymore. The hell with her. I'm not going anywhere. If anybody has to go, it's got to be her. And I'm just being as kind as I can be. But you're not going to call me all these things that are not true. Because the truth will come out. All I have to do is be myself. All right, Spirit. How are you working in the spiritual gifts when it comes to this situation? Boom, meow. Spirit ain't no joke. Oh, it's stuck under my foot. Somebody's mirroring. Somebody's mirroring. And I see that because this woman is very intelligent. She knows her job very well, and she's very good at it. But she's too impulsive. She needs to slow down a little bit. 23 is here. All right, so we're also talking about the situation with the songs. And I wonder if there's something going on with that I'm unaware of. Because like I said, it's in my history. It could be in hers too. But some people work on their character defects more than others. All right, what's being hidden in this situation where somebody's not working or they're not serving? They're having to do what they're told. They're compassionate. They're responsible with their money. They love and they're gentle. And they're mirroring. It happened because you were mirroring somebody. That's how it happened. All right, what's being hidden? These cards are flying out with force. That you're protected from this. Isn't that what we were just talking about? Spirit ain't no joke. Alright, what's being shown? Oh, wow. That somebody, the lovers is here. But their loved ones in spirit are not. I'm not sure how to take that. It's like they don't think their loved ones in spirit are there. Maybe they don't want them to be there. Maybe these people did something to them that was horrific. I have number 20 and number 21. Somehow, okay, there's a full moon, significant. I see dragonflies. I see a family who's missing a mother. And I see a father with a very small child. Dragonflies everywhere. Look at this picture. This is the loved one in spirit picture. See that lady, how she's there but not there? But it came out in reverse. It's almost like I'm not going to say yet. I'm going to pull more cards on it. All right, what's going to be the outcome? Somebody's not going to have a new beginning for some reason. Number 29, that's 11. And then we have spirit guides in reverse. It's like this person has no help whatsoever from the spirit world. Maybe they don't believe in the spirit world. And maybe they think you're a little bit crazy because you do. And you think they're a little bit crazy because they don't. But see, you're protected from this person. I'm not sure what to say yet. We're going to find out. It's a family drama, so we know we have to get the family deck out. All right, Spirit, talk to me. And what's going on here? What happened here to this situation where they're mirroring this person? Looks like somebody's not been working. They're not doing what they're supposed to serve. They're supposed to be obedient to somebody. That can be like probation, or it can be doing what you're told by your parents. Somebody's very loving and gentle and compassionate and responsible with money, but they don't work. And they're not obedient. No, yes, they are. They are obedient. They just don't serve. They don't give back. Somebody's not giving back. Okay. I'm getting that someone is very lazy. And so they are accusing you of it. They don't do shit, so they're trying to say you don't do shit. You're mirroring each other. Maybe you don't do shit either. Alright, show me how this happened. Some days I feel like not doing anything, but I always work. Today I had to sit on the edge of my bed and work because they stuck that big ass needle in my hip yesterday and took some bone marrow out. And when it came back to and it was no longer numb, that thing hurt. Alright, show me how this happened. But I did work. I just was sitting on my bed. Somebody would not stop. It says, stop trying to control every damn thing. Let shit go. Don't be so extra. But they won't stop doing that. This person's determined to be controlling. You ever know anybody that was determined to be a control freak? Alright, what's being hidden besides you are protected from all of this? Ooh, that flew out. These cards are flying out. You got some powerful energy. They're coming out in reverse. That family shit. Family shit is not getting on your nerve. You're protected from it. Alright, and what's being shown? These cards, whoever you are, powerful energy. Alright, that tantrums are for babies, and you're... You remember I said service is in reverse? Look, it says tantrums are for babies. Grow the fuck up. And fuck your job in reverse. So, you can't say fuck your job, but you can throw a tantrum. So, somebody here has to have a job, and they're having to put up with somebody who throws tantrums. Alright. Because I think if you had it your way, you would say, fuck this job. I know I would. Alright. And I love my job. I just can't stay in this controlling bitch. Alright, what's going to happen next? They're not going to be waiting. They're not waiting. And they're not going to go all in. They're going to get out. So somebody here is not going to... Okay, it's like you're supposed to be starting something new, but you can't. You can't. And so you're not going to wait and you're not going to go all in. It's like you're just not going to do shit. The government shutdown might be what's affecting you. And then look, you're going to be like, I'm going to go on a real fucking date. I'm going to smell good and get my sexy on. Which I have not done. And look, somebody won't check themselves. This person is a piece of work. They will not check themselves. Oh my God. And look, you're like, I'm going to go on a real fucking date. I ain't worried about this bitch. I got a man on my mind or a woman. Or you might have a man on your mind and be a man. Because on this channel, we honor everything. We love everybody. Okay, Spirit, what do you want to do now? Because I feel like we're missing a whole piece to this puzzle. Alright, I want to see what Sacred Destiny has to say. Because Sacred Destiny is pretty good at giving us some pieces to the puzzle. And then I might pull Wisdom of the Oracle just to see where we're at with that. Alright, Spirit, show me how this happened. How did this happen? If you're enjoying this, let me know by liking it, sharing, subscribing, and what do you call that? When you really boost it, or whatever they call it. I don't know. They call it something. It'll come to me in a minute. Alright, show me how this happened, Sacred Destiny by Denise Lynn. Somebody had potential. Somebody had a lot of potential. I think somebody was jealous. They were marrying you and they realized that you had a lot of potential and they didn't. And they were controlling you from having potential. They were trying to stop your potential. What's up, baby? What's up? When he does that, he's letting me know that something ain't right. What's up, baby? Because I don't hear anything. You alright? Is it alright to keep playing? Is everything alright? I love you. I love you, sweet boy. Yes, I do love my sweet boy. Yes, I do. You want to say hey? We got happiness on the bottom of the deck. Come here, let's let you say hey. Come here. He ran back under the bed. He don't want to talk. He's shy tonight. All right, what's being hidden? But he was letting me know there's something about you having potential, and somebody is trying to control your potential. And it looks like both of you have potential, but I think they are somewhat intimidated by you. All right, what's being hidden besides you're protected, and you're not going to let this family shit get on your nerves? That there's going to be no wonders and no delight. So somebody's going to not have any wonders or delight. I don't know what that's about yet. Okay. Well, what's being shown? What are they? Okay, this came out over here. So this, they're also going to keep things very complicated. And somebody's going on a voyage. So things are going to be real complicated, and you're going to go on a voyage. So you might actually go across water. There's a volcano here. Somehow volcanoes are significant. Birds, wildflowers, pink flowers, and fireflies. What's going to happen next? So you're going to go on a voyage over water, but it's going to be complicated for some reason. What's going to... For some reason, you going on this trip is being complicated by something. All right, what's going to happen next? Wow, that came out fast. You're going to have security. So whatever happens here, you're going to be secure. And somebody else won't check themselves. They won't go all in. They're not going to wait. And so they're not going to have a new beginning. It's like they're going to give up because they're going to get tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to have security. Whatever you end up doing, you're going to be secure. So if you do decide to quit your job, which is what it looks like you've done or are going to do, you're going to have security. Or maybe if you lose your job because somebody's a control freak, you're protected. Look, somebody has no inner peace. There's two different people here. I feel it. Do you feel that? There's two different people here. And one of them has like that problem going on, like in the songs, and they're constantly causing drama. And I think you want to fix it with this person, but I think you know it's not going to be possible because they have to want to be whole. You can't make them want that. All right. I want to find out more about this person because this person is a piece of work. I'm going to find out the tea on this person. Tea on this person, Spirit. What's going on with this person? The sex shop and somebody's outdated. Oh, whoops. Somebody has to go to the sex shop because they're outdated. They might not be getting any. That'll make you ornery, won't it? All right, show me how that... What did they do, Spirit? Oh, my God. Look at this. There was a pregnancy test and a bugaboo. So somehow, somebody had to have a pregnancy test and somebody was not bugging them. It's like, I don't care if you're pregnant. Coming in after you. So, you were pregnant, but you didn't tell them. It's like you didn't tell anybody you were pregnant. You may have been afraid to. But you had a lot of potential, or you do now. In the past, it's in reverse. So, it could be going on now. But at some point, somebody had a pregnancy scare or something. And they didn't, like, a bugaboo is somebody who will blow your phone up. They just never shut up. But this person they didn't tell you. All right, what's being hidden? That somebody's not going to the gym. They don't know they fucked up. And there was a movie date involved. So, I think this is coming out in reverse because this person thought they were pregnant or were pregnant and they didn't tell anybody. And they can't go to the gym and they don't realize that they fucked up when they went on a movie date. So secretly somebody could be pregnant and you don't know it. Okay. This could be one of your kids. It doesn't have to be you. Okay, and what's being shown? That somebody is so jealous. Somebody is jealous. And what's going to happen next? They're not going to have a crush. But somebody don't like this person. And there's no evidence that anybody cheated. Something else is going on here, y'all. I'm going to find out. Give me a second. Give me a second. If you know me, you know I'm the detail queen when it comes to tarot. And I will find out the details one way or the other. It might take me a few minutes, but I'm going to get there. Okay. What really happened here? That's what I want to know. Somebody had fake accounts. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. Does anybody remember me telling you that I was having visions of this house that had marble floors and this big window with a view of the ocean? Well, ever since I've been having those visions, every freaking Jason Momoa on every fucking platform on social media has friended my account or following it and blowing up my private messages. Bunch of fake people. Because this man is so busy. If you ever seen him, he goes 110 miles an hour. He don't have time to talk to me. Somebody has a lot of fake accounts. Fake social media, accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So they could also be watching you on social media. I hope you are. What's being hidden? Okay, that they're wasting their time. Spirit said these fools are wasting their time because you're not stupid enough to fall for their bullshit. Good for you. I like you. We're friends. Okay. And what's being shown? Oh my God. That you got the inside scoop that somebody did not catch a case. So somebody thought they caught a case. Maybe they thought they were pregnant. Remember, they thought they might be pregnant, but they didn't tell nobody. But you know they weren't pregnant. Maybe they were lying about it. All right, what's going to happen next? Somebody's like, I'm going to run and get the fuck out of here. Remember I told you, they're not having a new beginning. They're not going to check themselves. They're not going to go all in. They're not going to be waiting, and they're not having a new beginning. They're going to run. This person wants nothing to do with you. And look, you don't care. You're like, I don't care. Why do I care? I don't give a shit what you want. Why are they running? Oh my God, I would run too because of being threatened. Somebody is threatening you, maybe with a gun. And you're like, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. They intimidate, threaten, and bother you. These people with fake accounts, they're intimidating you, threatening, and bothering you. And you're going to run. You're going to get away from them. And look, somebody's talking shit. Isn't there always somebody talking shit? What are they talking shit about? That somebody is a drama starter and they're not a groupie. They're not even a fan. And they're starting drama. And look, you're trying not to have legal issues because of this person. Woo-wee! You need to stay away from this one. This person right here, this could be a legal case that you have the inside scoop on. This person started drama for you. You could be the real person. I'm telling you, I don't have visions unless it's for a reason. And for all, I didn't even really know who Jason Momoa was until they started friending me. And like, I'm not a groupie and I'm not a drama star today. But there's a reason why that's happening to me. Promise you. We're going to find out. Not tonight. But Spirit will reveal it to me. And some of y'all know me well enough to know. Am I lying? Somebody tell me, am I lying? Does anybody know me well enough to say she's telling the truth? That if she says she had a vision of something, and now all these people are surrounding her, there is a reason. And Spirit will reveal it to me. And I'm just giving it to the universe. And I'm just going to say, Spirit, I need you to handle this situation. Because if this person needs a message from Spirit, I'm happy to give it to them for free. I don't want their money. I don't want anything to do with their fame. I don't even want to be famous. I don't even... Look, Kailash is the one that talked me into showing my face on camera. Like, I kept it hidden because of work. All right. What else is going on here? Somebody's all in their head. Something's all in their head. Maybe the fact that they're being threatened is all in their head. They're overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing. If someone's threatening you, they have fake accounts, you might think that you're losing your mind, right? Because all these people are telling you that there's somebody they're not. Like, that's the feeling that I've been having lately. It's like, I've lost my mother freaking mind. Because all these people, like, I'm a very intuitive person. But when you have, like, 20 people a day coming at you and telling you they're a celebrity, and you know they're not, and they're so convincing, like, these people put your intuition to the test to the point where you wish you didn't even have one. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. And look, somebody is crying over you. So, in the midst of all of this, with these fake accounts, one of these people has done fell in love with you, I think. And you're not even a fan. They're a drama starter, and you have the inside scoop. Or somebody does, that somebody caught a legal case. They got threatened. Somebody was threatening them. And they were trying to run and get away from this person. Wow. Somebody was going to shoot somebody. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. That's another thing about my readings that you have to understand, is they don't always make sense to me. Sometimes I don't have a freaking clue what is going on this table. We're going to pull tarot on it. I think that's what we're going to do now. I'm here to use the black deck, so we're going to use the black deck. First, we're going to find out what this person would say to you. Okay, intuitively, this doesn't have to be a romantic situation. This could be just two people that are a family. But it could be very romantic. Like, this could have been a wife and a husband, and one of them fucked the other one over too many times. And they said, get out and don't come back because you're doing inappropriate shit with my children, and you can't stay here. You can't be here around my children when you're sloppy drunk all the time. They may have even been trying to get in bed with the kids. You know how that goes. Show me what this person would say. What would this person that started all this drama say? Thank you, Spirit, for St. Jude. What would this drama starter say? You didn't trigger me, and I wish I could be a different person. So they don't like themselves. And they're saying you didn't trigger them. But see, they're mirroring you. So they're lying. If someone says that they didn't get triggered, that's a lie. That's just bullshit. They got triggered. And they're lying about it. They're trying to say that whatever you did didn't bother them. You know why? Because they're guilty of it too. All right. What are they hiding? That don't put up with my bullshit. Spirit's saying don't put up with their bullshit. And I don't want to be alone in reverse. So this person wants to be alone. They're like, I just want to be left alone and don't put up with bullshit. I'm not putting up with your bullshit. I want you to leave me alone. All right. So what's being shown? What would they say? Why is it that you love me in reverse? Why don't you love me? So this person is asking, why don't you love them? What would you say back? That spun around so fast. I wish I could understand you. And they're saying, I wish I couldn't understand you. See, because they mirror you. All right, so that's what you would say, is you would be like, I wish I did not understand you so well. Because you remember in the song, it said, like, we know things about each other that nobody else knows, that we went through growing up. All right, and what would they say is going to happen next? Why do I feel so lost? And why can't I move on from you? And I wish I could be a different person here. These feelings are eating me alive in reverse. So they're the one that's doing the numbing. This is the one that's doing the numbing. So they don't have to feel these feelings. Somebody understands every word of this reading. I'm almost finished with it. I'm going to pull tarot on it, and then we're going to close, and I'm going to do Q&A. So if the moderators want to start getting the Q&A lined up, that's fine. I'm going to give us a little guidance after I pull tarot. It's not going to be much longer. All right, show me how you're working in this collective spirit. Cards are stiff. The sun came out sideways. So spirit wants us to be happy. Somebody could definitely have been pregnant here. See how it looks like somebody's pregnant here? Look at that. Somebody has gifted eyes, like you see visions. See how their eyes are lit up? Someone has a very beautiful aura that is glowing. This is a happy family, but there's something wrong with this person. They could be sick. It could be that alcoholism that they're dealing with. That's how Spirit's working. Spirit wants you to be happy. What's the energy to overcome? Judgment and the Hermit. Realizing the truth because you've soul searched and realized it. But see, you're not really willing to go very deep with this. Like, you don't really want to go real deep into this. And I think it said that over here. Like, I don't want to deal with this. I forget what it said. All right, well, it's going to pull it together. That's a lot. Spirit. The Devil. Strength. Oh my God. And the Hierophant in reverse. So you might have to leave a job. And then we have Death in reverse. Yeah, you might have to get another job. You really might have to. I don't know. Okay, so Spirit's wanting you to be happy. Soul search about the truth. Really get to the truth of things. Soul search. Get knowledge. Dig for the truth. The truth needs to be found here. Big time. And you got all this shit going on in your head. All these people. It could be fake account people in your head. And you're like, the Devil. This could be a person. Okay, we got Leo, Libra, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo again, and then Taurus and Scorpio. But we also can have Aries and Sagittarius with this card, because that card can be all three. All right, we're going to move on to the tarot because I don't know. Let me look at one thing real quick. What happened here? What happened here? Why is the sun here? Why are you happy? Why do you need to be happy? Look, because of your family. Remember, you don't want your family getting on your nerves. And telepathy in reverse. So maybe your family doesn't know you have telepathy and that you can read their minds. Why is your telepathy in reverse? That's why you're not happy. Because you're hard to read. Or somebody is. And they just don't care. They're forcing it. Somebody is forcing you to not care and be hard to read. It's like somebody in your family, you know what they think. Or somebody in your surrounding. I mean, it's saying family, but it could be your work family. It's like, this person is real hard to read. People don't understand. They don't even know what they're thinking. And this person is like, I don't care. They might smoke cigars or cigarettes. And they're like, don't force it. You're hard to read. You don't care. And you're like, don't force my hand here. Because you don't know what I'm thinking, but I know what you're thinking. All right, that's what your happiness is about. All right, what is it that you're needing to be seeing the truth about? That there's a need for a divorce. There's a need for a divorce. Do you see the cake separated between these two people? So you need to see the truth about the divorce. And why is the Hermit here? Because somebody has been pretending. They have a lot of regret. And they can't move on. So you're soul searching about regret, pretending, and not being able to move on. And you need to see the truth about a divorce. What is the truth about the divorce? That somebody's like, you first? Okay, I can see what's going on here. And you're haunted. This person may want to divorce somebody, and the person that they're with is like, you go, if you want to go, go, but you're not taking shit with you. Nothing in this house goes with you. If you want to go, go. Nothing goes with you. None of this belongs to you if you leave. And somebody's haunted by this. Whatever this person did haunts you. So you caught them doing something that haunts you to this day. All right, why is the devil here? Because of learning a lesson. Isn't the devil always about a lesson? And somebody will not shut down. It's like that control freak thing. They need to shut their self down. They need to shut stuff. They need to shut that shit down and learn their lesson. All right, well, why is strength here? Because this is what's going to pull it together, is them shutting shit down so you can learn your lesson. Why is strength here? Booties are flying out. Because somebody is clueless. They're focused on themselves. It says that they can't focus on themselves. They're in a love triangle and there's a commitment. Oh my God. And they don't realize this. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. This person is not arrogant either. Okay. So the devil is about somebody not shutting something down so they can learn a lesson. So they're married and they won't shut that down because they're pretending and they have regret that they can't move on. So it's like, I'm stuck in this terrible marriage and you're clueless. You don't have a clue. because you never focus on yourself. You're always focused on everybody else. You never look at what you do, what part you play in things. And there's 3 people involved in this. It doesn't have to be a love triangle. It could just be like 3 people were involved in this. And somebody had a commitment and you didn't realize it. Somebody had a commitment behind your back and I don't think you realized it. Let me see what's going on here. Y'all, look at this. I'm not kidding you. The notifications are off the chain. Or can you see what I'm showing you? The notifications on my phone. I think I just erased them all. But it's like the notifications on this phone are crazy. Every day I'll look at them and there's like 30. There we go. There's some dude talking to me. Do you do matchmaking? Of course I can help you with matchmaking, Danny. I hope you're watching. Something about an art collector. Cleo trying to get me to get my budget straight. Cleo, fuck off. I just had to pay $2,000 for an AC and heater to be fixed. If I could get my budget straight, bitch, I definitely wouldn't be listening to you. Because you just want to take my money. Okay. And then I got Roland standing. How sweet. He's cute. All right, this is what I wanted to look at, though, because what we don't see coming is Scorpio. Dream wildly, have compassion. I couldn't grasp it all. But this is what's going on here. And right now, I'm a Pisces ascending, and usually I'm an Aquarius ascending. So I'm in that place. Some of y'all know what that means. Okay. The moon is in Scorpio. And it just went into Scorpio. That's what's being said here. And as the moon is moving into the grace, the enigmatic waters of Scorpio, Decan 2, you're called to dive deeper into the labyrinth of your own psyche. This lunar phase invites you to shed the superficial layers and confront the hidden shadows that linger beneath the surface. Here, amidst the intensity of Scorpio's energy, lies a potent invitation to harness your inner alchemist, transforming fear into clarity, uncertainty into direction. Embrace the raw power of your emotions, for it is within this tempest that you will unearth the truths that have long been buried. That's that soul searching. Even though we got Scorpio and Virgo are opposites on the zodiac, so they work together. And that's what you're doing here. You're working with that Virgo energy. And let's see. Embrace the raw power of your emotions, for it is within its tempest that you will unearth the truths that have long been buried. Okay, so you're unleashing some very deep, buried truths. And that's what, like, where the songs come in, where it was from back when you were a kid, and this person, you want to try to give them another chance, but you don't know how that might play out. Allow the moonlight to illuminate the path of introspection, guiding you towards the wisdom that resides in your heart. And see, that is the energy for you to overcome. You're not going deep enough. And that's why you're going to have your Scorpio energy is coming out in reverse, which means you don't want this to change, or Spirit doesn't want it to change for you. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm not there yet. But it says, in practical terms, this is the moment to set intentions, okay? Set your intentions that resonate with your authentic self. As you engage in self-reflection, consider journaling your thoughts, allowing the ink to flow like the currents of the emotional tide. Create a ritual that speaks to your soul, perhaps a cleansing bath with salt, or an offering of gratitude to the unseen forces guiding you, or a candle to St. Jude asking for a hopeless situation to not be so hopeless. As you navigate this transformative energy, remember, see, this is why I've been feeling so crazy. Because these emotions are coming up to the surface. As you navigate these unseen forces guiding you, as you navigate this transformative energy, remember that clarity does not always come easily. It is often born from the depths of discomfort. I've been feeling that big time today. Trust the process and harness this lunar phase to empower your journey, propelling you towards a future that aligns with your true desires. The waxing crescent moon in Scorpio Decan 2 is not just a celestial event, it is a clarion call for you to rise, reclaim your narrative, and manifest the life you envision. And see, that is what that Libra new moon was all about. It was all about us becoming and doing the things that we knew were needed. Last month we had 3 major eclipses that happened, and they brought a lot of stuff to the surface that we had to deal with. And now it's time to deal with it. But we're not ready to deal with it, because right now we have to overcome this energy of not wanting to go deep. You got to go deep, collective. These feelings that are coming up for a reason. Don't push them down with alcohol, okay? Don't drink right now. Leave the alcohol alone. It's not going to help you. Right now, it's going to hurt you. Okay, so let's find out why strength is here. Why is strength here? Oh, wow. Because of you're online dating and you're not going slow. If you're dating online, you need to slow down. Okay? Slow down and get to know this person. Because you can have a lot of fake ass people. And let me tell you what's a red flag for me. If somebody won't call me and talk to me on the phone, that's a red flag. You need to be able to pick up the phone. And I don't want to hear no damn AI, artificial intelligence voice behind that phone. If I hear you sounding like a damn dictionary every time I say something, that's an artificial intelligence phone call. I am not stupid. And neither are you. And you're not confused either. But some of these people can be hard to read. Some of them are very, very good at what they do. But when they won't pick up the phone and talk to you, fuck off. That's a red flag. That is like a whole bouquet of red flags. You got a bouquet of red flags when they won't talk to you on the phone, okay? Don't overthink it. You know they ain't real. Alright, why is the Hierophant here? Because somebody is stalking and you've erased this person. But you were not divinely guided to do that. It's like they are stalking you. I deleted everything that reminded me of you, and you've been stalking them. And there's no guidance here. It's like you're not divinely guided to do that. That's why the loved ones in spirit are in reverse, and the spirit guides were in reverse, and you're protected from this fool. All right. Somebody self-pleasing. Does that surprise anybody? You're online dating. How are you going to get any? You got to take a cold shower. All right. Why is death here? If I have to take another cold shower because of this shit, I'm going to stop reading. I'm just kidding. Because of late nights. The late nights are coming when you can't sleep. That's your control right there. Remember, you were controlling. You need to stop trying to control this and let this happen. You need to let these feelings come up, and whatever you come up with, you need to deal with them. Don't shove them back down deeper and deeper and deeper, okay? That's what I'm getting so far, okay? Let's pick these up and pull some regular tarot, and then we're going to get into the question and answer phase. And I'm having chest pains. Somebody's heart chakra is hurting right now because of what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they really want to hear this, but you need to hear this. I don't care whether you want to hear it or not. You need to get your heart chakra from being blocked, because it feels like I'm literally having a heart attack right now. Your heart chakra is so blocked. You're not going to open your heart to somebody because of, I think, them being a fraud. They're fake. They have fake accounts. You can't trust people like that. Alright, let's get some tarot on it and see what's going on. Why is the sun here, Spirit? Why is the sun here? Kazi, I'll be in there in a minute, sweetheart. The King of Cups and the Six of Cups. So there's a man here who's in love, and he has a bunch of nostalgia about somebody. Why are you having the sun? Okay. The Seven of Swords and the Six of Cups. So he has a lot of fond memories, but this person also got over on him. Have you ever had somebody who was real close to you, but they would get over on you? That's what that song was about at the beginning, remember? Okay. Why is the sun here? Oh, my chest is hurting. Okay. What we have here, again, do you remember I said I saw a pregnancy? Do you see the Empress? The Empress is here, but in reverse. And this person is procrastinating taking action. This is a mother, but they're smothering you. It's like they're smothering, somebody is smothering you. That's why Spirit wants you to be happy, because you need to stop being smothered and procrastinating that. Somebody is really clingy and smothery. All right, why is Judgment here? Because of that Hierophant right there. And you accepting the trauma from your past. Remember what we just read about Scorpio? Allowing that to happen. So there was a time when something traditional in your life, it could have been your home life, it's something that was contractual. Anything that had a contract attached to it. You know what I'm saying? My health notification is going off because my heart's hurting. Okay. You need to accept some trauma from your past. And it could have something to do with your religious beliefs. Someone in your past and your religious beliefs could have done something that was inappropriate to you. And now you're having these flashbacks and stuff. Why is the Hermit here? It could have been your mother. Mothers do horrible things to their children sometimes. And you haven't done anything about it. You're procrastinating doing anything about it. You could be pregnant and you're procrastinating doing anything about it. You might not want this baby. Remember the pregnancy test was in reverse and they weren't telling anybody? This person is overthinking. That's the Hermit, is you're overthinking. You need to stop overthinking and soul search. Go deeper. You're stuck on stupid overthinking. You got to get from your head and into your heart. But see, your heart is closed. That's why my heart chakra is hurting. You can't soul search if you've closed your heart because someone hurt you. Someone hurt you as a child, and it could have been your mother. And she may have really hurt you. Like she could have been sexually abusing you. Okay. And you didn't do anything about it. Or it could be going on now like this. Somebody could be sexually abusing your children and you're not doing anything about it. Or they could have done something that was inappropriate in front of your children. I don't know. This is a very serious reading. Why is the devil here? Because somebody has a lot of regret for being comparing. They compared you to other people. And I think this pissed you off. Why is strength here? Because when you pair the devil with strength, okay, Capricorn's here. You got somebody who, There's no hope, and you know that. Okay. Remember I said there was no hope. You're being strong and pissed off about not being able to trust. I think you've lost faith and trust in something that was traditional, either your family life, a marriage. I mean, it did talk about divorce, or it could be a job you're leaving, and you regret being compared to somebody. There was a man in your life that had a lot of success, and you didn't have any. Because what you put in, you never got back. It's like you worked twice as hard as this person, and they always got all the favor and all the gifts, and you never got shit. And you're mad. You're mad. And then they were comparing you to this person. Like, you should be more like your brother. Your brother is so successful. If you were just more like your brother, you'd have hope. You just don't put in the work. You don't do the work. Nothing you did was right. You never did anything right in this person's eyes. And it could have very well been your mother. The lovers on the bottom of this deck. All right, there's a lot to say here. I don't know how much more I'm going to say. Why are you not going to have change? You are. You are. Oh my God, you are. Yeah, you're going to be fine. Something has to end. There's a need for things to come full circle. But right now, they're kind of stuck. I'm going to try to find out why. Why are we stuck? Why are we not ending this cycle? Because you have to have that strength. Right now, you're still working on getting the strength. You got strength here clarifying the world, and it is clarifying strength. Strength, clarifying strength. Somebody here has a tattoo on their left shoulder. They have very long fingers for some reason. And there's someone here with an artificial leg. Someone wears yellow shoes. Hangman on the bottom of the deck. There's a lot of Leo energy here. Why do you feel like you have no hope? Because of all the conflict and fighting that you've done and never getting what you've been promised. People are always telling you, oh, I promise you I'll do this. I promise you I'll do that. And you feel like you've had to fight your whole life. And look, there's death. That's the end of the reading. When you come to the last card, you're at the end of the tarot. All right, so why is death here? Oh, I just forgot to tell you. You are going to have independence. You're going to be prosperous and victorious. 9 of Pentacles. You're going to build a foundation. 3 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. And 6 of Wands. So, okay. You are going to build a foundation, set priorities, and have a victorious win. Because you are going to be independent. You're going to be separate. You're not going to compare yourself to these people. You're not going to keep putting yourself in a position. Why is your Empress in reverse? It's like you're not creative. Yeah. Somebody is trying to show love to this person, and she's like, I'm not having it. I'm just not having it. You're not showing me love. Why don't she want his love or her love? That could be two women. Because this person was a deceiver. It came out in reverse, which means self-deceit. She could have been deceiving herself about you. What was the truth? That you just wanted away from this, and that you came up with a strategy to get away from this. You could have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It looks like Aquarius here. It could be any of the air signs though. But we have an air sign here. We have Libra for sure. Libra is here for sure. And then we have all three right here. But you came up with a strategy to get away from this. And look, that's what you don't want to think about. Is the strategy that you had to come up with to get away from this deceitful person. Or maybe you're still working on getting away from them. Maybe for some it's one way and for some it's the other. Anything else? Well, you're having a victorious win over here, though. What's going to be the outcome of your victory? No! Oh, wait. Okay. The outcome of your victory, the reason why you're going to have this victory is because you've had some hard misfortunes. Like I said, I had been through some shit. And you're going to recognize an opportunity. It's a small one. It's a small page opportunity. It's like a thought. But that thought is going to lead you to a victory. That is where your unhappiness is coming from. Also, what is going to happen here? What is this recognition? What are they? Oh my God, y'all. This is powerful. Oh my God. The Lovers is here again with the Emperor upright. So there's a father in somebody's life, or there's a man who is either really in love with somebody, like she don't believe that he's in love with her, and she's strategically trying to figure out a way away from him because of deception. But she's deceiving herself. This man does love her. It looks like he chose her to be his wife. That's the victorious win. He's going to choose her. But somebody wants to win ruthlessly. Why is the Lovers and the Emperor here? There's a lot going on. I'm not taking all those. I'm going to take this one. Justice. This is going to bring justice to a very unjust situation. These two, in the past, I think he was very immature, and I think that she deceived herself into thinking that he was doing something that maybe he wasn't, or maybe he was. There was some self-deceit going on, though. Wow, there's the Hermit again in reverse. Why is justice here? There's your Sun. Because Spirit says this is what's holding you back from your happiness, is being with this Emperor. This person needs to choose you because you've been through so much hell. And they need to realize an opportunity that they have to bring justice to your life. This person can really change your life. And they're going to. And I think the person is you. Look, you don't see it coming. Why is the High Priestess in reverse? That's a Pisces vibe. Because you are not looking deep enough, sweetheart. Somebody is very beautiful naked. And you need to get the flashlight out and get in the corners where all those emotions. You've been self-isolating. And the ruthless wind keeps coming out on the bottom. Why does somebody want to win so ruthlessly? Because they're not using their intuition about a surprise or something new and exciting. It could be a baby. Maybe you don't realize the baby that this person's having. You're going to manifest something important, though. What are they manifesting? All right, get my questions together, y'all. I don't want to go too long. What are you manifesting? Self-determination. And look, you're going to move fast away. You're fixing to move real fast in a real positive, beautiful direction in life. Whatever you went through in the past in this marriage, I think you're going to finally get this divorce. And I think you're going to finally move on and you're going to have something positive. Victorious even. And right now, you're not moving in that direction. But once you do, this transit will flip. You might have to wait for the transit. Okay, I want to pull some guidance real quick. How does the collective not F themselves as they go through this for how it happened? You need to glow up. Do something to glow up and get some sleep and rest. So maybe you're not getting enough rest. You need to get more sleep. You need to go get your hair done. Go get your nails done. Buy you some new makeup. Buy you some new clothes. Get you a new bedspread. Whatever makes you feel glorious. Do it, baby. Do it. Go for it. And get some sleep. Your home's good. You keep your home clean. All right. What's being hidden that could F you up? You don't have any financial goals and you need to listen to music. There's something about music and no financial goals. I don't know what that means to everyone, but for some of you it could mean one thing and some of you another. So I'm going to let you use your intuition. You don't secretly have any financial goals. And it has something to do with your music. Okay? All right. And what's being shown? That you have a soulmate. They're not obsessed and they're not awakening. So they don't even realize you're their soulmate. What's going to happen next? You're going to do that shadow work and rediscover yourself. That is beautiful. Collective. Wow. And look, you need to doubt something. There's something that's out of balance and you know that and you're aware. You're not stupid. You're not ignorant. You know that something's off here. And you're not going to put up with it either. All right, I'm going to pull guidance real quick, and then we're going to move on. Can I get angel affirmations for guidance, Spirit? Show me what we need to know. Show me what we need to know. Archangels, what do we need to know in this collective? May I see, please? Good, strong answers only, please, from the universe. Show us what we need to know. Thank you so very much. I believe in my own magic. I lovingly speak positive words into reality. Messages from manifesting angels. Know that words have great manifesting power. When you call upon us, be specific about the help you need or ask for help choosing your words. So either ask for something specific or ask for help choosing your words. There's nothing wrong with asking for that help. We got a lot of guidance here. Let me sit these down. I am a masterful... Look. Unknown caller. I'm trying to do a reading. Hello?
Hello, this is Affirm Tech Support. We're reaching out regarding a recent transaction of $350 on your Affirm account. For your security, we just need to confirm whether you authorized this activity. If you do not recognize this transaction, please press 1. Otherwise, if you wish to authorize this charge, just hang up the call.
I ain't authorized shit, but I don't know who this is. Somebody's scamming you.
Hello, thanks for choosing a firm. This is Robert Jackson. How can I help you?
Who is this?
This is Robert Jackson from a firm, customer support. How can I help you?
I don't know who you are, but if the FBI finds out, they're gonna fucking throw your ass in prison because you're a scamming asshole. Somebody's trying to fuck you out of money. Can't even lie. Okay. I am a masterful creator. I can easily find what I am looking for. A message from Archangel Chimuel. I am he. He don't even know he was just on live YouTube trying to scam me. I am he who sees God. I can guide you on any path you seek. From relationships to career options to even finding lost items. Somebody's lost something and they need to find it. And they're saying, I can help you. These are beautiful cards. My past pain does not define me. I move forward with grace and peace. Is that not perfect for this reading? Archangel Azrael, call upon me whom God helps for supporting and rising from the ashes of your past to be stronger than ever before. You got this, baby. And then I am deserving of peace, harmony, and tranquility are mine. And that's how I feel. Message from Archangel Chimuel. I think we keep getting Chimuel a couple times tonight. Okay, just a second, sweetheart. As the Archangel of personal and global peace, I can bring you to a place of serenity no matter the source of your unease. Archangel Chimuel, can you please bring me serenity at work? Bring us serenity in this entire world. Put our government back to work so that people can have the help that they need. And then on the bottom of the deck, helpful people surround me everywhere I go. I attract friends who love and support me. So all these fake ass people, they can't have anything to do with you. This is from Ragul. As the friend of God, I can bring compassionate, uplifting people into your life who support you professionally and personally. So you're going to meet really good people. I know, baby, I hear you. That are going to help you on this journey. And I know for a fact, I have one at work right now, and me and her, we have so much in common. All right, you guys, I got to let my dog out, so I'm going to go do that. If you'll get me a list together, I'll do as many questions as you can put on the list. I'm in no hurry tonight. I'm welcome to have you all ask as many as you'd like. There's no money involved unless you just feel led like that one person asked me if they could give. And of course you can. Of course you can. But it's never expected on this channel. I want this to be available to anybody who needs it. My dog is about to pee all over the place. Let me go take him outside, and then I'll finish cleaning this up. All right, baby. Thank you guys for helping me. Emiliano, baby, I love you. You are something else, sticking it out with me. Look at all of y'all sticking it out with me. Awesome, Donna. Oh, come on, Otto. You got to go out bad, baby. Otto's like, Mom, I'm about to piss my pants. Come on now. I'll be right back, Otto. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Cosy, are you okay? Cosy's like, I'm asleep. Dark in here. Oh, come on. Yeah. He thinks something's out there. It probably is something out there. We live in the damn woods. I wish I had me a good man to live with me. soon as I'm finished answering the questions, I'll text you back. Okay, come on. That's enough of that. Oh my God. Y'all, he went crazy. Oh no, I'm out of drinks. What am I going to do? I got to figure that out tomorrow. Oh my God. I'm so thirsty. I got some bottled water. Let me grab one of those. Hang on one second. I love you, baby. Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you. I'm going to let you out of there in a few minutes. Don't worry. Cosmo is sitting in his cage in the dark, and he doesn't like being in the dark, but that's where they chill the best. If you want a bird to chill, put them in the dark. It says here, one's mind, once stretched by a new idea, never regains its original dimensions. And that was laying on the table. I don't know how it got there. Okay, let's answer questions. Do we have any? Do we have anybody that wants me to answer a question? Regina. Sandy, Regina, somebody. Anybody? Rhonda. I'm sorry, Tree. I'm so sorry, Tree. Do we have anybody with a question? Anybody got a question? Oh, we lost signal for a second there. I have one. I have a question. I have a question. This man that I've been talking to online, tell me how he feels about me. Hold on, I gotta get this message right quick. Sometimes the comments will stop. Andrew, post your question. While I'm asking, I don't know if the comments have stopped or what. Sandy, if the comments have stopped, post Andrew's question on my phone, please, and I'll answer it. Show me how this guy that's been talking to me, how he really feels about me. I've been talking to two. I'm going to ask about one at a time. I'm trying to find me a man, y'all. No, the comments have stopped. So if you will post the question on text message, I'll answer. Show me how gentleman number one feels about me. That I'm nourishing and I'm not bitter. Well, that's good. I should be after the bullshit you pulled last night. How does he feel about me? Like there's distance. Okay, so we can't get any, for some reason we can't do Q&A. So this person feels like we're separated by space. And somehow there's a curse. If they've tried to put a spell on me, I've already got a candle. About to turn it around on their ass. How do they feel besides distance? Exhausted and deep. Okay, and confused. They're confused about why I haven't gotten tired of them and why this is so deep. Why is it so deep? Because I'm confused about that too. Because somebody here needs healing for hopelessness. Why do they feel hopeless? Oh my God. Because they're going through emotional pain. They're distracted. They're secretly admiring me. They see that I have had a lot of sorrow, grief, and loss. That I'm divine feminine. And then there's an emotional storm happening. That's why they're confused. What's going to be the outcome of this relationship? It's not cursed, okay? What else? They're not going to apologize, and they're going to get clarity. Oh, they're going to realize they're going to realize that not apologizing is what's causing bitterness, resentment, anger, and me saying things that are hurtful. Because I have been. And I'm going to keep saying things that are hurtful if you owe me a damn apology. You know you did me wrong. Alright. Man number 2. And give me a second and I'll go to another. I'm going to just start another live stream and then we'll do your Q&As. Okay? So don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Man number 2. How does he feel? Like I'm not bitter, but I'm broken. No shit. How does man number 2 feel about me? Twin flame and not bitter. I have a twin flame, but it's not him. Okay. Like they want to confess that they're not bitter or that I'm not bitter. Okay. How does man number 2 feel about me? For real, for real. Like I'm distracted and that I'm missing them or thinking about them. They think that I'm too distracted to think about them and that there's no hope. What's the truth? That they're confused. How do I feel about them? Like they're going to owe me an apology one day and that I'm not letting this go. They might be the same person, hadn't they? Pretending. Remember the fake accounts? I don't like this online dating shit. I can tell you that right now. I don't like it. I do not like it. I like people I can really see and ask, you know, if you're real. I want to know. I want to look in your eyes. Is man number 1 a fraud? Wait. Forgiveness. Remember there's a need for an apology? Is it because they've been a fraud? Is the apology that I'm waiting for because of being a fraud? No. So they're actually who they say they are. That's good. And there will be forgiveness. So all they have to do is tell me they're sorry and I'll forgive them. Alright, man number 2. Might be watching. Is he a fraud? Abundance and stop. Improving health. Why is stopping at abundance here? Because of an opportunity and not recovering. And you're not ready. Will this relationship end well? It's up to you. Ask for help from others. And don't get more information. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. All right, now I'm going to start another live stream. I'm going to end this one. And I'm going to just go live again. And go ahead and find me live again, and I'll answer all your questions, okay? Moderators, if you'll show up, we're going to start over. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Namaste. Don't forget, St. Jude, the prayer every day for 7 days. It never fails. St. Jude is going to make your hopeless situation hopeful, okay? Love you guys. I'll see you on the live for the Q&A.